Let's begin with some breathing. Let's do wave breathing. So put one hand on your lower abdomen, one hand on your chest. And breathe in through your nose, expand your belly, and then let that breath work its way up through the bottom of the lungs, all the way up to the top. And then exhale through your nose and let that breath recede back down. Take a few breaths just like that. When you focus on your breath, then you can really affect the nervous system to calm yourself down. And just by paying attention to your breathing, it tends to slow down, which is also beneficial for its calming effect. And now let's add a little bit of movement to that. Let's have spinal cord breathing. So breathe in and open your chest, and then exhale and round over a little bit. You don't really want to lean over. Just tuck your tailbone under and stretch in between your shoulder blades. Arch and then round over a little bit. Then inhale when you open your chest and exhale as you stretch across your back. Start to get some movement happening. Make your spine start to warm up. You can exhale through your mouth on this one if you want to help release some more deep tension. And then just one more time. And then bring your arms down. And now let's do a variation on knocking on the door of life. That's this one. But this time, we'll have the hands go like this. So if you're going over to your right, then your right hand taps up on your shoulder here, and you bring your left hand around and tap along the side here. There's some important acupoints in both areas. And then also notice the heel is up when we do a little twist. And then you just let your arms swing around to the other side and tap. We'll start slowly, or if this is one that comes easy to you, then you can go a little bit more rapidly. Challenges your balance a little bit. You can, to make that a little bit easier, you can just uh, put your gaze at one object that doesn't move. So the movement really is still coming from twisting your hips from the center. And then once you get into the swing of it, you can just let your arms use a little bit of momentum to come around to the other side. Keep on breathing. Do a little exhale. It's good for your brain. Having your hands and arms doing different things. And now breathe in and breathe out. And then let your arms swing down. And take a moment to check in and feel your body. So we'll be working a little bit more on the lung meridian and the immune system. That's one of the functions of the lung energy. And so let's just do a little bit of tapping. So right here underneath your collarbone. So here we have my collarbone coming over like this. And then it comes to a place where there's a little dip right here, right along here. And that is the place where there's two lung points right here. So let's just tap on that spot, stimulate, stimulate that area, wake up energy. And then the lung and its partner, large intestine, those meridians go down your hand, and the lung goes into your thumb, and the large intestine goes into your index finger. So we'll be doing a lot of stretching through the chest and using the arms. And now you can do a little massage. So in that same area, there's 2 points, lung 1 and lung 2, and then it comes out into your arm. So do a little massage on that. If you can press and circle, may feel a little tender. And if it does, just gently work on it to help get that energy flowing more easily. Let it flow with ease. Take a breath. And then let's tap on the other side. So just under the collarbone and off to the side toward the shoulder a little bit. Take a breath. And then let's do the massage on this. So follow the collarbone over, and there's a place it feels like it drops in. There's a little bit of an indentation right here. And that's right where those meridian points are. And it's also where a muscle attaches down. So that's one of the reasons why it can be kind of tight, because that's the pectoralis minor, which comes up over your shoulder and attaches onto the scapula. And that can get very tight. Feels good to work that and get some relaxation going into it. Ah. And now let's just tap on the sternum. Breathe in and breathe out. Exhale through your mouth on this and just release any excess tension. And then just relax your arms down. And let's do another good exercise for the lung meridian. So take your fingers and thumb and put them together like that, and then put those all all those fingers right on that spot that we were working on. So it's a little bit to the outside. And then we'll do some circles. This is called Rooster Spreading His Feathers. And you can see we're opening the chest. Feels good to breathe in as you bring your arms up and exhale as they go down. If you do it along with your breath, your speed might be a little bit different than mine, and that's just fine. You want to avoid going really fast. So it's along with the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. You can exhale through your mouth, inhale through the nose. And now let's reverse that and go the other direction. Inhale as the elbows come up and exhale as you take it down. This is a great one to do if you wanted to be sitting down. Take a little break. One more time. And then bring your arms down. Now let's continue doing a little bit more work into the shoulders. This is one of my favorite stretches. So you take one hand, so take your right hand and put it behind you. So anywhere along here is good, but if you want to increase the stretch, then press your hand up just as far as feels pretty good. You're identifying it as a stretch, but not too extreme. And then the front hand is like this in front of you, in kind of that Taoist prayer position. And now we'll add a little twist. So go over to your right and think of like pushing energy to the side, and you can actually push your hand so it goes off the center line and pushes more towards that elbow that's out. And then you come back to the center and you do the same thing, twisting the other way. So you start to open your hand out. See, I'm coming away from the center line. And then twist. You can keep your knees bent and turn your head. And then inhale as you come back to the center. It's nice to exhale as you twist, and then inhale as you come back to the center. This is an exercise that when the very first time I came across it, I felt, oh, wow, I really could identify some tight spots. But these days I don't feel it so much. I guess I must have stretched things out, got the muscles stretched out, and also got the meridians a little bit more activated. And now this time, when you come back to the center, just relax your arms down, especially that one that was behind you. Shake your arms and hands out. And then we'll do the same thing, hand on the other side. So you can adjust. You'll get more stretch the higher up you get your hand behind your back. And if that's too much, then just have your hand a little bit lower. It's fine that way. You can work your way uh, into a more extreme stretch. And then other hand faces side, like the Taoist prayer. Breathe in first, and then exhale as you twist. You can push your hand toward that elbow. See how that works, and breathe in as you come back to the center. Exhale. I like to bend my knees a little bit more when I do the twist. And inhale, come back to the center. You're also adding a twist into the spine. And just notice how it feels. Well, personally, when I twist this way, it's pretty easy. And then when I go the other way, just because the way my back is, it's a little bit more restricted. Maybe it's the shoulder position. Let's do a few more. Just easy stretch. You want to work into actually every single one of the exercises we do. So you can do like a small amount of improvement or stretch every time, like maybe 1%. so you never get to the point where you're at risk of injury. And then relax your arms down, shake out. Maybe want to shake out your feet a little bit. All right. Now let's have the legs a little bit wider. You can adjust that as well as you can go wider than I'm doing or not so wide. And then we'll have heart to the sky. So breathe in and open your chest and exhale. Noticing a theme around here. We're opening the chest and doing a lot of deep breathing. One more time. And now let's turn to the side. And this will be, let's turn to your left. And I think in yoga, this is called warrior one. I'm not really sure on the numbers, but it's one of the warriors. So the back heel stays down, and then you just lean on the front thigh. You have your legs pretty wide, then you might want to put your elbow down and then reach the other arm down and then make a circle. And exhale as your arm comes down, and inhale as your arm goes up. And now, if that's too much movement in your shoulder, then go ahead and make it more of an elbow circle. But you can see you're working a little bit on strengthening the leg, a little bit of a balance challenge here. Exhale as you dip down and inhale as your arm comes up. One more time on this side. And then you can put both hands on your thigh and straighten up. And then let's come to the center and do a couple of breaths just to reestablish that deep breathing. And then let's go to the other side. So you want to turn so you're facing your toe towards the right. And then the other heel moves a little bit so it's much easier to hold this pose. And then you lean over as much as you feel comfortable with. And then make circles. You can imagine you're dipping down into a pool of healing water and bringing it up and letting it run down your arm. See how this side feels. Maybe on this side, you want to do smaller. Perfectly okay. What we really want to do is get more movement into the shoulder, stimulate the immune system. I can remember when I was particularly a teenager, it seemed like I was always had the sniffles at Christmas. Feel your legs working a little bit. Just one more time. And then go ahead and put both hands on your thigh and come back to the center. And this time, just reach up, arms out, and then do a little forward fold. Partway over, halfway over, all the way over. Adjust this so that it works for you. Stretch out the back of your legs into your lower back. Take a nice breath. And then put your hands on your thighs. Slowly stand up. Clasp your hands and reach tall. Now let's do something we did last week. So we're going to do a variation on flying. I call it the flying warrior. That's not the official name, but let's turn towards the left. And this time, turn all the way over to the side. So you have your hips and your shoulders facing over to the left, and the back heel is up. Palms out to the side, and stretch your hands so you're stretching into your thumb, and bend the back knee and the front knee. Keep your weight pretty much in the center. And then inhale. We'll do some flying arms, and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your legs being challenged. A little balance work here. Strengthening for the legs for sure. Breathe in as you let your arms float down, and exhale as your arms return to about shoulder height. Two more. And then put the back heel down and come back to face the front. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And now let's do the other side. So adjust your feet. Maybe you want to have a narrower stance than I'm doing. Maybe you want a wider stance. Maybe you need to hold on to something. Always adjust so that the exercise works for you. Hips and shoulders are facing toward your right side, and then your back heel comes up. Bend both knees. Arms out to the side, stretch into your thumbs. And then inhale as you get taller, and exhale as you release. See about relaxing your shoulders. Pull your chin in a little bit. Get the tension out of your neck, and it'll also help with the shoulders. Feel your legs working. Press into your thumbs, press into your palms. And then that's the last one. Put your heel down, and let's do another forward fold. Stretch up, and then take it over. Ah, take a couple of breaths while you're in this stretch. Relax your neck. Exhale through your mouth. Allow gravity to help you stretch here. And then slowly, hands on the thighs, stand up. Inhale and exhale. And then shake out your feet, shake out your hands. Let's do a little bouncing and shaking, transition into the more flowing section of class. Relax your wrists, relax your shoulders. Keep on breathing. And now let's do the lung healing sound. And we'll do the vocalized version of it first, and then we'll do the whispered version. So the vocalized is a little bit more for physical healing, and the whispered one a little bit more for emotional healing. So breathe in, and you make a Z sound, like a buzz, the Z sound at the end of buzz. Again, feel that vibration in your mouth and your head. Once again. And now let's do the whispered sound. That's the S sound, sort of like a hissing sound. Two more. And then slow down. Oh, feel your body. Maybe you can feel a tingling sensation, especially in your hands, your arms, maybe all over, maybe your feet and your legs. Just focus inside and breathe in and breathe out. And then slowly bring your hands in front of you and let's have opening the flow. So inhale, float your arms up. They come back towards you a little bit and then they float down on the exhale. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Imagine that your arms are floating in water. It's easy to make this graceful flow movement. We're training our energy to move smoothly through this whole system, this whole energy system of the body. When your arms come up, a long, slow inhale all through the nose. And then exhale through the nose as you bring your arms down and maybe get a very slight undulation through your spine, just so it's relaxed. You can shift your weight a little bit forward and a little bit back. Do two more just like that, and then we'll change it up a little bit. And now let's go into soaring crane, another excellent exercise for the lung meridian. So just float your arms up so you have palms down out in front of you. And then open out. So you're opening your chest, palms are facing down for that. Then turn your palms face up and touch the index finger and the thumb. as you bring your arms back together. Stretch a little bit along your upper back. Palms down again. And inhale. Touch the finger, index finger and thumb. And exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Get a nice long, slow inhale. And long, slow exhale. Let's do 2 more times. Breathe in, open your chest, and breathe out. Open the back, upper back. And now let's add on to that. So from here, open your hands so your palms are facing towards you. Inhale, and as if you're guiding a white light into your chest. That's the healing color for the lungs. And then exhale and imagine pushing away any dark, old, stagnant energy you don't need anymore. And then palms face down, then open out. Palms face up, index finger and thumb, and pull your hands together. Open your hands, pull in. Pull in that white light, healing energy, and push out. Feel it releasing like gray smoke. Palms down, breathe in. Palms up, touch your index finger. Breathe in and release. Now you can go at your own pace, but try and make it pretty slow. The idea in this section of class is to move slowly, attract and accumulate more energy. In particular, in this exercise, that white light of healing lung energy. One more time. Guide the white light in. And now let's just stay here with the hands um, a little bit high on the upper part of the chest. I'm not touching. There's space there so you can send that white light into the top of your lungs, in the front, around the sides and your shoulders and in the back. And then take your hands a little bit lower and spread that white light into the mid area of your chest. Protective energy, so you don't pick up any what they call pathogenic energy. And then down a little bit to the bottom, the lowest part of your lungs. Take a few breaths right here and feel that your lungs are just full of this white healing light. And now cross your hands at the wrist, but without touching. And then bring your hands right here in front of your throat. Send healing light into the throat area. And then slowly bring your arms down and hold an energy ball. Just breathe in and breathe out. Now let's do some Zen circles. So for this exercise, you have one hand behind your back, just like this. It doesn't have to be a stretch and up high, just along here. Okay. And the other hand is up like this. Now, after we've done our circles, then we're going to pull energy in. I want to show you that hand position for that. It's sword fingers. So you have your uh, pinky and ring finger touch your thumb, and the other fingers point straight out. So you'll be able to pull that energy in. All right. So now with the open hand, you turn from the hips and the waist so it comes from your center. And then you circle your arm down and hinge over a little bit. You're reaching down into that healing pool of water. You scoop up some of that healing water and then let it run down your arm so you can really absorb all of that healing. Now, this exercise is more for the kidney meridian. It's associated with the winter season, the season of winter. And it helps both bolster your uh, overall energy, your original chi, as they call it. So very slowly, just trace this circle, dipping into the healing water, and then pulling it into your system, through your arms, into your shoulders, and all around your whole body. And now just start to make that circle a little bit smaller and leave out the hinge. So now we're not hinging. We just twist a little bit from the hips and then twist to the other side and start to make it a little smaller. So you're creating like a vortex of energy here. It gets a little smaller and a little smaller. So you give that energy the power. So when that circle gets very small, you turn it into sword fingers. Those two, the index and the middle finger, come right into the center, and then pull that energy in. And then on the backhand, move it right to the center, to the door of life right here. So the front and the back are pretty much even with each other, and you can collect some deep energy, deep healing energy. If you wanted to add a color blue goes with the kidney meridian, the water. Take two more breaths, just like that. And now let's change. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So palm facing out, the hand up by the forehead, And then this hand is behind your back. So right now, your hand can be over around the kidney area. And later on, we'll take it to the center line. All right. And then you're turning towards that elbow that's out to the side there. And then hinge forward a little bit. So you're reaching down, scooping up, healing energy, and let it circulate through your whole system, your whole body. So exhale on this part, and then inhale as you come up to the top of your circle. You don't have to lean over way, way far over. It's not really a stretch. It's more of an accumulating. And now let's leave out the hinge and start to make the circle get a little bit smaller. Every time you make the circle a little bit smaller. And even smaller. And then when it gets pretty small, you can make the sword fingers and just finish the whirling of that vortex of energy in front of you and then pull it in. Hand is right in front of your navel, and then the hand in the back, move it toward the center line. So their hands are right across from each other. You're pulling in energy into your system. So when we were doing the circling, we pulled energy into the kidneys, organ, the organ of that kidney energy, and now we can pull it right into the lower dantian. Let it come in through the navel, through your lower back, and then accumulate. Breathe in and breathe out. And then relax your arms down. Bring your legs a little closer together. Let's pull down heaven. Palms face towards you as you bring your arms down the center line. And then this time, put one hand on top of the other and put your hands on your lower dantian, your belly area, and just center and absorb all that energy we've just been working with, circulating, accumulating. One more breath. And when you exhale, relax your arms down. And now let's do a short meditation, which will also have something that can help with um, a stuffy head, a certain kind of breathing. So you could lie down if you wanted to, or sit down and just make yourself comfortable. Stay warm. So obviously today we've worked a lot with the immune system, with the lung meridian, the lung energy. And then we also used that one Zen circle uh, energy accumulation for the kidney and the earth center, lower dantian. So as we've already mentioned, at this time of year when there's a transition, that's when people are a little more susceptible to getting a cold or whatever is going around. And So some of these exercises can help you to strengthen your immune system. So if you do get stuffy, or even if you have allergies, you can do this breathing technique, and it's called bumblebee breath. And it's very easy. So I'll give you a demonstration right now, and then we'll close our eyes, relax, and do a few repetitions of it. So it's just with your mouth closed, you make the M sound. Mm. And you have your teeth gently touching each other so that you can really feel the vibration. It'll start out in your mouth, and then it can spread up into your sinuses and really through your whole head. So start to make yourself comfortable if you haven't already, and focus on your breath, relax your shoulders, breathe in and out through your nose. Mm. Keep focusing on your breath and relax. Every time you exhale, relax a little bit more deeply. And now let's start the bumblebee breath. So you breathe in through your nose, and then keeping your mouth closed, teeth gently touching, make the M sound. Mm. Keep repeating that. Mm. Feel the vibration. Mm. Mm. Now pause and feel your sinuses, feel your head. Now, when we make this sound, and also when you're breathing in and out through your nose, you naturally release nitrous oxide into your system. And nitrous oxide does many very nice things. So when you breathe in and out through your nose, especially when you make the sound, you're putting out much more of this beneficial chemical into your system, more than normal. Nitrous oxide has been shown to help relax and widen blood vessels. And this can improve brain function, overall health, possibly help with blood pressure, maybe calm down the blood pressure a little bit. And in this case, to help clear your sinuses. So let's do that sound again. Mm. Mm. Slow exhale. Mm. And now this time, make the sound a little bit more quiet. Mm. And next time, even softer. Mm. Even more softly. Mm. And now barely making a sound at all. Mm. And now pause and feel your body. Maybe you're breathing a little bit more freely. And just feel your lungs and your respiratory system is open and full of energy. Feel the energy circulating through your meridians, not just in your lungs or in your head. Try to expand your attention to your whole body. Feel your mind as calm and relaxed. Tune in to inner peace and tranquility that's floating through your body. And just keep breathing slowly and deeply. And then slowly put your hands on your lower abdomen and center your energy right here in the center, your lower dantian. And then you can slowly start to circle your hands, absorb all that energy, and open your eyes. And then bring your hands together in front of your chest. And this is the last class I'll be teaching until next year. So this is a good time to take a moment. Maybe you want to close your eyes and just take your attention back through the previous year with a feeling of gratitude. And then you can shift your attention to the future, maybe into the new year, and project that feeling of peace and tranquility out in front of you with humility and with gratitude. So just breathe in and breathe out. And thank you for joining in the class today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next year.